The general design category recognizes site-specific works of landscape architecture that exhibit distinction in design, function, context, and environmental responsibility. Receiving honor awards in general design are the Raymond and Susan Brockstein Pavilion at Rice University by the Office of James Burnett. Restraint and purity of form define this new social hub for the Rice University campus. The central quadrangle is redefined with its new glass, steel, and aluminum pavilion. Horsetail reed edges the surrounding plaza. A bosque of lacebark elm provides human scale, and a row of live oak connects with the existing surroundings. Long black fountains with beach stone fill the garden with the murmur of running water and reflect canopy-filtered light. Connecticut Water Treatment Facility by Michael Van Valkenburg Associates. Within a modest budget, this project presents a microcosm of the surrounding regional watershed, raising the bar for municipal landscape design. Swales replace an engineered drainage system. This creates a rich terrain at a human scale. The primal yet sophisticated native plantings filter storm runoff to recharge the groundwater. These require no fertilizer or pesticides and provide a palette of seasonally shifting colors and textures. The result is an ecologically diverse space for community use. Crosswater's Eco Lodge by EDSA. This ecotourism destination, the first in China, preserves a nature reserve. It enriches the lives of local residents whose income had depended on bamboo harvesting. The design team engaged this community in the 10-year plan to develop lodging, activity, retail, and civic facilities on the subtropical mountain. The design highlights the importance of bamboo in this region, and all plantings are native. The project also stands out for its innovative use of salvaged local materials. The High Line Section 1 by James Corner Field Operations and Diller, Scofidio, and Renfro. The High Line is a timely lesson in ecological sustainability, urban regeneration, and adaptive reuse. Through a strategy of agritecture, a structured array of hard-to-soft surfaces accommodates a range of high-use areas and rich vegetation. The space encourages a more peaceful pace. Visitors can meander amid the plantings and enjoy vistas of Manhattan and the Hudson River. This still-in-progress work provides wildlife habitat, valuable open space in the city, and neighborhood economic revitalization. Nueva School by Andrea Cochran Landscape Architecture. This semi-suburban elementary school emphasizes developing children's imaginations. A parking lot conversion now accommodates expanded facilities. A central plaza visually connects to the larger landscape. Adjacent woodlands, laced with trails, extend the learning environment while a preserved oak majestically anchors the campus center. Shifts in grade and planting break the plaza into smaller outdoor rooms. A porous edge filters rainwater. Finally, a green roof system replicates the endangered native California grassland habitat. The Qinhuangdao Beach Restoration, an ecological surgery by Tourinscape and Peking University Graduate School of Landscape Architecture. Harmony has been restored to an abused coastline in North China. Once a national bird reserve, the ecosystem had been destroyed by tourism development. This reformative design establishes native plant communities and reconnects people to beach views. The recovery plan includes permeable surfaces. Nesting islets are built in an artificial lake. tidewater holes are replicated, allowing wetland plants and animals to settle in. A new museum includes direct boardwalk connection to the wetlands. Rooftop Haven for Urban Agriculture by Hare Shout Landscape Architects. The energy-saving roof garden is an after-school learning space for youth and seniors. Built in a neighborhood with little access to safe outdoor environments, the 8,160 square foot conversion creates educational opportunities and year-round beauty and respite. The roof system readily withstands enthusiastic children digging for potatoes and carrots, while others tend to cabbage, sunflowers, lettuce, and strawberries. Windows offer views from upper floors. Skylights illuminate spaces below. This project is a model of design collaboration. Square 4 by Vladimir Jurovich Landscape Architecture. A pioneering presence in the rebuilt city center, this was one of the first public spaces commissioned after the country's Civil War. The result is a quarter-acre refuge that holds its own within the context of its prominent location. 2 towering, historic ficus trees frame the square's composition. This composition includes a raised water mirror that flanks the street and visually expands the space, a 20-meter stone bench facing the water, and a long wooden deck embracing the trees. Theater Group Retreat by Landwork Studio. The salvation for this neglected rural lakefront came when its new owner, a theater company, opted to restore its integrity. With close cooperation from the landscape architect, the client purposefully increased ecological diversity and improved circulation. New gathering and performance areas are connected. The resulting design incorporated forest bands, a hedgerow, and a central boardwalk, all worked by hand. Native understory planting and earthworks catch stormwater and create localized ecological hotspots. Tianjin Qiaoyuan Park, the Adaptation Palettes by Touriscape and Peking University Graduate School of Landscape Architecture. By allowing nature free rein, a deserted dump is now an attractive, low-maintenance urban park. Stormwater is purified and remediates tainted soil. Inspired by the adapted vegetation in this region of China, the landscape architects excavated a series of cavities. With the rains, cavities turned into ponds, wetlands, and seasonal pools. Through seeding and insightful husbandry, natural plant community evolution was initiated within 2 years. The seasonally changing landscape draws and educates thousands daily. Underwood Family Sonoran Landscape Laboratory by Ten Ike Landscape Architects. The Sonoran Landscape Laboratory is both a high-performance outdoor classroom and a welcoming entry plaza. Here, landscape architecture, and planning students work side by side. The former Grayfield is now a thriving habitat that shades an expansion building's southern exposure with a vine-covered scrim. Collected water supports sustainable plantings native to the arid Southwest. A runoff problem became an asset, a cooling biosponge garden, and urban wildlife habitat. And the Award of Excellence in General Design is presented to Shanghai Hotan Park, Landscape as a Living System, by Touriscape and Peking University Graduate School of Landscape Architecture. A planned legacy project for Expo 2010 in Shanghai, Hotan Park reconnects that highly industrialized city to the Huangpu River. A sustainable rethinking of flood control through wetland reclamation pays homage to the area's 18th century agrarian heritage as well as its present-day urban power. Pathways extend through the seasonally changing crop and wetland vegetation. Pedestrians are gifted with small bamboo-lined gathering spaces and views of the Shanghai skyline.